This timeline is not guaranteed to be 100% accurate, but it is the best representation of the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline I could find. This is merely a visual recreation of a post that I found that will be linked in the description below. Mid-1970s. William Afton marries an unknown wife, who some theorize suggests to be Ballora, either by holding the wife's direct soul or being her recreation, and has two children, his daughter, Elizabeth Afton, and his son, Michael Afton. It is also heavily implied and agreed by the community that he has a third child, the crying child. Late 1970s to early 1980s. Henry Emily meets William Afton. He creates the animatronics Fredbear and Spring Bonnie and opens a pizza location starring them with William, who manages the business. The first, Fredbear's Family Diner, which is probably opened in Utah where William lives. May 13th, 1980. Henry has a daughter, Charlotte Emily. 1980 to 1981. In Utah, William Afton founds Afton Robotics, interested in creating animatronic characters designed to capture and/or kill children. 1981. Henry creates a security puppet to watch over his daughter. He also creates a second, slightly different model to the catalog Rare Finds auction, as seen in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator where it is available for purchase. 1975 to 1985. William Afton opens Circus Baby's Pizza World, featuring Circus Baby, Biddy Babs, humanoid animatronic, Ballora, and her mini-arenas. Some fans also believe this is where Balloon Boy, JJ, and Dee Dee were first featured. It closes on its opening day due to the death of Elizabeth Afton, William's daughter, who gets scooped by Baby, the scooper claw opening out of her stomach, snatching her, and Elizabeth possesses her. William pretends it is due to gas leaks, perhaps out of grief. In my opinion, this most likely happens either in 1983 before Bite Victim's death or between that time and Five Nights at Freddy's 2, around 1985. Early 1983. Crying Child is kept up at night by nightmare variations of his father's animatronics, Nightmare Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Balloon Boy. The fact Nightmare Balloon Boy is canon supports the theory he was present at Circus Babies, and Fredbear, as well as Nightmare, an even more nightmarish version of Nightmare Fredbear. He is also haunted by Plush Trap, who at least is real. The non-canon Nightmare animatronics are Nightmare Mangle and Nightmarian, as the animatronics they are based off do not exist at this point, so they are not canon. There are also Jacko Nightmare animatronics, Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica, who are probably non-canon. All of this could be of the design of William to keep his children safe after the Circus Babies Pizza World incident, or just nightmares by Crying Child. The bite of 83 happens. The bite victim's head is bitten off by Fredbear on his birthday, after being shoved in by his brother, who could be Michael Afton if we say that bite victim is the third child. Either way, Fredbear's Family Diner closes. Believers of the Mike victim and Mikebot theories believe William either revives his son using Remnant or puts him back together as a robot, and they eventually will become Michael Afton. Presumed, late 1983. Fazbear Entertainment is founded by Henry and William. They open their second location together, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. For unknown reasons, William murders Henry's daughter, Charlotte Emily, outside of Fredbear's or Freddy's. This could happen before or after the bite, but I think it most likely happened after. June 26, 1983 or 1985. William sneaks into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza disguised as a security guard with a crank, and decides to kill 5 kids. First, he lures Susie, who possesses Chica, to her death by telling her her dog is not dead. Fans of the Mangle theory believe that William first runs over Susie's dog while she's busy playing the arcade game Fruity Maze, then experiments with it using Remnant and creates Mangle. He then uses the Spring Bonnie costume to gain the trust of the other 4 and kills them in the back room of Freddy's. This becomes known as the Missing Children's Incident. 1980s. The puppet learns the secrets of Remnant and gives life to the children's spirits by stuffing 4 of them inside the 4 core Freddy animatronics, and infusing their spirits within them, and tries to create a 5th for the spirit that possesses Golden Freddy, who many believe is called Cassidy based on the evidence below, which works, except the suit is poorly made and flickers in and out of reality. According to one theory, Golden Freddy also becomes possessed by the bite victim. It should be noted that any theories mentioned here are not fact and are only to be taken with a grain of salt unless otherwise proven accurate. 1986. William continues to sneak into the pizzeria disguised as a security guard, using his spring-locked suit and crank to kill kids. Henceforth, the animatronics want revenge on him. They will distrust anyone in a security guard uniform or people who look like him and attack them, thinking them to be William. Customers start noticing blood and mucus coming from the animatronics, which leads to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closing down and the company to be sold to unknown buyers. Fazbear Entertainment, in new hands, now a larger company with more employees, finds the puppet and decides it'll be part of the next restaurant, along with new, more advanced toy animatronics that William either secretly programs to kill or are just malfunctioning. The old animatronics are kept for parts. They also either find or create Mangle, which, according to the Mangle Dog theory, William has now abandoned, and Fazbear Entertainment are taking it as their own, although they say that it was a mangled version of Toy Foxy ripped apart by toddlers, which could be true. As a finishing touch, they either create or buy Balloon Boy, a small, plump little humanoid animatronic holding a sign saying balloons, his female counterpart JJ, and almost use a third animatronic they create, the annoying singing Dee Dee, but William probably gives it the power to summon almost any other animatronic as seen in Ultimate Custom Night, and they discard it. Part of its power is physically manifested into the eyeless, glitching ZOR, or Shadow Dee Dee, or else the ZOR of Ultimate Custom Night is just a hallucination or metaphorical dark side of Dee Dee. This restaurant is haunted by Shadow animatronics, Shadow Freddy, and RWQ, or Shadow Bonnie. They could be the victims of spring-locked failures, manifested into these creatures and haunting the restaurant out of spite, that we know happened before the opening of the pizzeria, which we know happened. A few fans believe that Shadow Freddy is the bite victim, but that cannot explain Shadow Bonnie. 1987. The second Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opens. William, apparently pretending to be a security guard, proceeds to kill 5 more children at the new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, who are heavily implied to then haunt the toy animatronics. Afterwards, William once again vanishes. The new restaurant abruptly closes due to the new murders, as well as possibly the haunting of the shadow animatronics. November 8th, 1987. Jeremy Fitzgerald is hired as night shift security guard for the new pizzeria. Phone Guy, another security guard, begins to record messages for him to help him survive the nights.
Hello, and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path.
Begins to record messages for him to help him survive the nights. He is occasionally theorized to be Michael Afton, although his motive other than money would be unknown, and it is unlikely considering the bite of 87. November 14th, 1987. After 6 nights, Jeremy is moved to the day shift. Fritz Smith is hired as a night shift security guard for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but is fired due to tampering with the animatronics and odor. Shortly after this, Freddy's closes, but not before Jeremy's career is ruined. The bite of 87 takes place. Jeremy gets injured, but doesn't die when his frontal lobe is bitten off, resulting in a major drop in business for Fazbear Entertainment. This incident also makes it unlikely that Michael is Jeremy, as he would be missing his frontal lobe in later games. The animatronics are no longer allowed to walk around the building during the day. It is still unknown who causes this, though the most popular theories in the fanbase are that Mangle or Wither Foxy are responsible. Late 1987. Perhaps already in hope of becoming immortal, William lures the original animatronics to the back safe room, dismantling them, experimenting on them, and using them to create the Funtime animatronics, with remnants of the souls of the original murdered children, except for Bon Bon, but Funtime Freddy's hand puppet, who does not contain Jeremy's soul. Using these experiments, he creates Circus Baby's Pizza E&R, or Entertainment and Rentals, which also includes the original Circus Baby's animatronics, a pink bonbon called Bonnet, a helpful AI assistant hand unit, the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System Model 5. After dismantling the animatronics and developing the new ones, the leftover or main souls of the originals not in the fun times attack William after being freed from the metal suits that trap their souls. Fleeing from the spirits, William escapes into the safe room where Spring Bonnie has been placed for storage. He dons the suit to hide from the ghosts, apparently fooling them. In his arrogance, William stands and laughs at the ghosts while inside Spring Bonnie. However, the faulty mechanisms within Spring Bonnie malfunctions, causing William to be crushed and sliced by the endoskeleton and gears, brutally killing him. Phone Guy's tapes also foreshadow this. He explains that the person wearing the costumes must not get moisture on the spring locks or make sudden movements to decrease the chance of injury. Afton breaks these rules. He makes sudden movements by jumping into the suit, and fails to notice the rainwater seeping into the building and onto the spring locks. This is due to the restaurant having been closed and not being in maintenance for years. On top of that, he is laughing at the spirits, thinking his plan has succeeded. This results in the locks becoming loose by moisture, causing his slow and agonizing first death. The room in which this has happened is sealed off, perhaps by Henry. 1996, Chica's Party World opens. 1997, Chica's Party World closes, and Funtime Chica is sold to the catalog Rare Finds auction. She is available in this catalog in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. December 4th, 1993. Or 2003. The new and probably fourth Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opens, with the old, withered models restored to proper working order. Mike Schmidt, who many fans believe is actually Michael Afton under a fake name, is hired as a night shift security guard for it, and with the help of Phone Guy, learns to survive against the animatronics. December 8th, 1993, or 2003. Phone Guy is killed by Freddy while recording one of his messages for
Day 4, I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Mike. December 11th, 1993 or 2003. Mike Schmidt is fired for animatronic tampering, odor, and unprofessionalism. Then it closes, probably due to employee deaths or being unpopular. 2010 or 2020. Henry is recruited by Fazbear Entertainment to clean up the mess they've made. 2023 or 2033. Exactly 30 years after FNAF 1, the Freddy Fazbear location reopens as a horror attraction, Fazbear's Fright. Phone Dude discovers the hidden room and sets Springtrap free. Notably, Phone Dude is not Phone Guy, to avoid confusion. Someone, probably Michael, is hired to murder Afton, so they burn the attraction down. Springtrap, however, survives. With the help of Balloon Boy, Mangle, Chica, Golden Freddy, and Shadow Bonnie, as seen in the minigames, the puppet brings Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, the mediocre Melodies, soon to be mentioned, and an unknown blue animatronic together to recreate a childhood party, and the spirits of the children who died in the missing children's incident are finally freed. 1990 to 2034. Michael, according to MikeBot Michael version 2.0, Robot Michael, searches for his dad for answers. At Circus Baby's Pizza World, he meets Baby, possessed by Elizabeth Afton, but becomes a victim to the plot of the Funtime animatronics, which together form a wild mashup called Ennard, a mad amalgamation of Funtime Freddy and Bonbon, Funtime Foxy, Ballora, and Baby, and Scoop Michael just like his sister. He survives, though. A new version of Henry designs Lefty to capture the puppet and comes up with the trap to destroy the remaining animatronics. Springtrap, after the fire, rots and decays into Scraptrap, a weaker and less powerful animatronic. 2025 or 26, or 2035 or 36, Circus Baby is kicked out of Ennard by Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and Funtime Freddy, and they separate as Molten Freddy, Ennard's remains, and Scrap Baby. Henry creates a bait restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, featuring new mediocre melodies, that being Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, Ned Bear, Orville Elephant, and Pig Patch. Trash in the Gang animatronics, Bucket Bob, Mr. Can Do, Mr. Hugs, Number 1 Crate, and Pan Stan. And Rockstar animatronics as stars, Rockstar Freddy, Rockstar Bonnie, Rockstar Chica, Rockstar Foxy, and Lefty. Funtime Chica, the Music Man, and L-Chip are later bought by the security guard, the bait for the animatronics. Almost all fans believe this is Michael, who volunteered to join Fazbear Entertainment to help create the restaurant, although the job was not intended for him. Finally, he burns, but also frees the spirits of Molten Freddy, Scraptrap, and Lefty, and kills William, who is either sent deep down under by Golden Freddy, well hell, or simply dies.
You played right into our hands. Did you really think that this job just fell out of the sky for you? No. This was a gift for us. You gathered them all together in one place, just like he asked you to. All of those little souls in one place, just for us. A gift. Now we can do what we were created to do and be complete. I will make you proud, Daddy. Watch, listen, and be full.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection, and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
2027 or 2037. Either William or Michael, the general consensus is William due to the Ultimate Custom Night voice lines, gets trapped in purgatory or hell by Henry and Golden Freddy, aka the one you should not have killed, where 62 separate characters torment him. 2034 or 2044. Glitchtrap hires Vanny into his cult, a reluctant follower who wears an eerie bunny mask. Many fans believe that her true name is Vanessa, and Vanny is a portmanteau of Vanessa and Bunny. However, this also being the name of another character makes this unlikely. But we know that now, that it truly is one and the same. 2037 or 2047, Fazbear Entertainment creates the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience in hopes of forgetting the past. They hire Silver Parasol Games as a development team. During some phase of development, a playtester named Jeremy begins to act erratically, eventually chopping off his face with a guillotine paper slicer after witnessing a strange bug appear in the game. William Afton's soul gets embedded into the code, becoming a sentient virus named Glitchtrap, who escapes the game. Fazbear Entertainment also opens the Fazbear Funtime service, an animatronic rental company, that's FNAF AR. This features all of these mad guys. Most of these animatronics regularly attack customers either because of malfunctions or being possessed by new dead spirits. 2036 or 2040 or 2046 to 2050, security breach's date is very hard to pinpoint, probably after everything else. Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex opens. Security guard, Vanessa, is hired on. The animatronics featured at this location are glam rock versions of Freddy and Chica, Montgomery Gator, Roxanne Wolf, a moon-themed animatronic, and a similar sun-themed one. Vanny begins killing kids at this location under Glitchtrap's control, and, after possibly killing his friends, she hunts down the boy Gregory. Glamrock Freddy lets Gregory hide in his stomach, having a similar design to Funtime Freddy, to escape Vanny. The canon ending to this is that Burntrap, the security breach reincarnation of Springtrap, is captured by an animatronic amalgamate of Molten Freddy and several others, presumably Foxy and Bonnie too. This amalgamation known as the Blob. I hope you enjoyed this recreation of this timeline. I figured visuals would likely help understand this more, as I've been looking into how this timeline exactly worked. I apologize if there were some things that were not very accurate, as I said in the beginning. I did not make this timeline myself, but I merely decided to visually recreate the timeline I found that someone made, and it will be linked in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.